Hi, it's Pinky here, and as an IBCLC lactation consultant, we often talk about how important breast milk is and breastfeeding is for the baby. But do you know what's important for you too? And with any amount of breastfeeding, I always say every breastfeed is a success, but how breastfeeding can be a gift for you too. Breastfeeding releases oxytocin, which is a feel-good hormone. It's often known as the love hormone. And this hormone can play against stress hormones and help reduce your stress once breastfeeding is established and going well. I mean, of course, it's stressful when you have issues around breastfeeding, but once you get things going well, the oxytocin release as you breastfeed is very stress reducing for you. So that can be a really lovely calming one. I know when I was breastfeeding my youngest baby, I actually had teenagers, and I'd yelled at one of my teenagers one day, and he just looked at me and said, "I think you need to go and feed the baby." And I think, they know that when mum sits down and feeds the baby, not only is she not focused on teenage shenanigans, she's calm, she's relaxing. That beautiful cuddles of the baby, and skin to skin cuddles if your baby do it too, but cuddling your baby, but that breastfeeding gives you that surge of oxytocin, which helps to calm those stress hormones for you. That rush of oxytocin helps to promote bonding. So, the cuddles and the skin contact and the breastfeeding, it helps to promote bonding and attachment with your baby. So, that there's lots of skin to skin contact as you breastfeed. So if for some reason you're not breastfeeding, still do the skin to skin contact to get that, beautiful help going. Breastfeeding also helps your body heal after birth. Now, your placenta wound is about the size of a dinner plate. And this has to, as your uterus shrinks, it will shrink that wound down. It will slow down, stop the bleeding. It's going to, help stop postpartum bleeding. It's going to help your body heal. And as you sit and breastfeed, you're resting. You're spending time just resting with your baby. You're not racing around doing, 50 things at once. So you're resting with your baby, so that's going to help you recover too. And that post-birth recovery, being kind to yourself as you're recovering, is really important. Now, prolactin, the hormone responsible for milk production, also prevents ovulation and delays the return of your period. Now, some women are unfortunate. I say unfortunate in inverted commas because they menstruate quite early, but it's not uncommon for women to go into that second year, have a baby of 12 to 18 months before they get their periods back. And this is quite normal. This is a lovely benefit of breastfeeding if those periods are a bit annoying for you. And also, I found the lovely effect was no premenstrual tension, no PMS, is a very nice side effect of not having periods if your periods are delayed. Now, this depends on how much your baby's breastfeeding, how much it's sucking. Now, sometimes if you're separated from your baby at birth, or there's some little effects like that, or your baby starts sleeping overnight very early, sometimes you can have an early period and then your periods will be suppressed. But it's about breastfeeding, generally around the clock before you've started any other foods. And it's no bottles, no dummies, no sucking on other things, because that can all reduce that amount of hormonal suppression for you. So if you are exclusively breastfeeding at the breast, your chances are your menstruation is going to be delayed for quite a long time, which again helps with your iron levels and your healing after birth. So it's good for you too. Breastfeeding burns calories. So, this can help too with your post-baby weight. Now, some women don't lose weight until after they've actually weaned their baby, but, breastfeeding burns an extra up to 500 calories a day, roundabout. So you're sitting there feeding your baby, you're exercising, aren't you? Someone says, "What have you done all day?" "I've been exercising. I've been sitting there feeding my baby and burning those calories." So this can be a really good thing to help you, get your body back. Now, of course, one of the neat things about breastfeeding is convenient. You're not having to wash and scrub and prepare and get up in the night and make up bottles. So, convenient factor, and wherever you are, wherever you happen to be, you've got that milk on tap. And, if your friend says to you, would you like to stay for dinner? You don't have to say, I need to get home because I haven't got enough food for my baby. You've got it there on tap. So you can be quite spontaneous in your life. You don't have to worry about being home on time to get more goodies or to pack more goodies in the first place if you want to be a bit more spontaneous. So it's always convenient that, if in doubt, you can flop it out. You've always got something to comfort your baby or feed your baby on tap. There's also a study from 2011 that says that breastfeeding mothers get more sleep. It's quite a large study by Kathleen Kendall-Tackett, Dr. Kathleen Kendall-Tackett and Associates, showing that mothers who breastfed in the evening actually got around 45 minutes more sleep overnight. Now, whether this is to do with the mother's hormones and her feeling relaxed and being able to get into a nice sleep earlier, we always think breastfeeding babies are going to wake up more. They might, but you'll get back to sleep more quickly than if you have to get up, go to the kitchen, go downstairs, wherever you have to go to make up a bottle for your baby. So, that extra 45 minutes can make a big difference, can't it? When you add it up over a week or over a month, extra sleep. Who wants extra sleep? Probably anybody that's got a baby. And that it's good for your health. Research shows that breastfeeding reduces the rates of ovarian cancer and breast cancer. And if you're breastfeeding your daughter, you're also reducing her potential rates of breast cancer too. So it's great for your health, not just your baby's. So just remember, when you're feeding your baby, you are helping yourself be nice and healthy.